Vivian Malone Jones grew up in the segregated southern city of Mobile, Alabama. She knew early on in life that she wanted to make a change in the world she lived in.
Not being able to drink out of fountains, you can't try on hats, you can't ride on the bus where you wanted to. I mean, these things that happen to us all of our lives. And the way I felt, if I could do anything to help alleviate this in this nation, I felt that I should do that.
So what Jones did was enroll at the University of Alabama in 1963.
So there were a number of reasons why it just seemed to make sense to me that this was an appropriate thing for me to do it at that time.
The only problem for Jones was the fact that Alabama Governor George Wallace ran his 1962 campaign on the issue of keeping the University of Alabama segregated.
I say segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.
But Wallace's words would not deter Jones.
I had done everything that a citizen of the state of Alabama could do to attend what I considered its best university.
However, Wallace would fight the enrollment of Jones and her fellow African-American student James Hood with his now infamous stand in the Schoolhouse Door. Jones did go on to become the first African-American graduate of the University of Alabama in 1965, but she says much of her time in school at Alabama was somewhat isolated.
More often than not would be for someone to share or say something to you, and then you would see them and you kind of get ready to speak and they turn their head and go the other way.
Surprisingly, the stand in the Schoolhouse Door incident only evoked tears for Jones once. That's when she watched a movie about George Wallace and saw someone else portraying her.
When I saw her, as she portrayed me, I could take myself out of the picture and see that a little bit differently. And that's been only a few years ago that I saw her and I thought, oh my God, that really was a terrible thing to do to somebody.
However, Jones says she never had any hard feelings toward Wallace. In fact, the two of them met again not too long before Wallace died in 1998.
I think it was more for him because he was really, really ill at that point in time, and I think he wanted some reconciliation also.
Jones retired from the Environmental Protection Agency in Atlanta and is currently writing a book about her experience as a civil rights pioneer, and she is aware of the legacy she's left behind at the University of Alabama.
I was just one person, but I think of the thousands of people that have come after me, and I would just like to think that their road might have been a little bit easier.
Jones often gets the opportunity to speak to young people. And when she does, she challenges them to step up, like she did, and help solve the problems that still exist today. In Tuscaloosa, I'm Bill McDaniel reporting.